Hello, welcome to this nice square root simplification. We have square root of n plus square root of negative n being equal to 12. So to begin with, we take square root of negative n on the right, so that on the left we shall be left with the square root of n being equal to 12 minus square root of negative n. Then we square on both sides. So on the left hand side, square root of n, and when you square n, we will be left with n. Then on the right hand side, we have 12 minus square root of negative n. We square, and we make use of this identity. When you have bracket a minus b squared, the result is a squared plus b squared minus 2 multiplied by a multiplied by b. In our case, we have 12. The 12 is our a, and our b is negative n. So we substitute in this identity here. To obtain 12 squared plus square root of negative n squared minus 2 times 12 times square root of negative n. 12 squared is 144 plus, when you are squaring a number and you are taking square root, it is the same as that number. So we have negative n minus, this is 24 multiplied by square root of negative n. So we obtain this value. Then we take the negative n to the left. When you take negative number to the left, the sign changes from negative to positive. So we shall have positive n being equal to 144 minus 24 square root of negative n. N plus n gives you 2n, which is equal to 144 minus 24 multiplied by square root of negative n. 2 is common. We can divide by 2 throughout. 2n divided by 2 is n. 144 divided by 2 is 72. Negative 24 divided by 2 is 12. Negative 12 multiplied by square root of negative n. At this level, we can subtract 72 on the left side, so that on the right side we shall be left with 0. This will be equal to negative 12 multiplied by square root of negative n. Then we square both sides. We square the left hand side and the right hand side. On the left hand side, we make use of this identity. If you have a minus b squared, the result is a squared or plus b squared minus 2 multiplied by a multiplied by b. So we shall be having n squared on the left plus 72 squared minus 2 multiplied by n multiplied by 72 being equal to bracket negative 12 squared multiplied by square root of negative n squared. So n squared plus 72 squared minus, this will be 144 n being equal to 144 multiplied by square root of negative n squared, square root and the square will cancel and we shall be left with the negative n. So this is n squared plus 72 squared minus 44n being equal to negative 144n. This one will cancel with that and we shall be left with negative n squared plus 72 squared being equal to 0. We can now subtract 72 squared, both the signs, so that we shall have 0 minus 72 squared. So n squared is equal to negative 72 squared. The objective is to obtain the value of n, so we take square root on the left hand side and the square root on the right hand side, and noting that we can separate negative with 72, so that we shall be having square root of negative 1 multiplied by square root of 72 squared. Square root of n squared is n, which is equal to plus or minus. When you are squaring and you are taking square root, it is that number 72. Square root of negative 1 is I. So our value for n is equal to 72i, and the other value for n is equal to negative 72i. Thanks so much for taking your time to study with me on how to obtain the square root of n plus square root of negative n, which is equal to 12, and we obtain our value of n as 72i and negative 72i. Kindly consider to subscribe to this channel and also to click that notification bell so that you will be notified whenever there is a new release. Bye bye for now. See you in the next video.